Right, hello again folks. Time for me to film my next bunch of logo golf balls. From my 500 logo collection, I'm going to film 50 in this video. It'll probably take me about half an hour to do just these 50, because I talk through everything I know about each ball. So I think this is about the 5th video I've made, so this is video 5. Probably going to take me 10 or 12 videos to film all 500. But anyway, let's get going. So this is completely random. I've just pulled them out of this bag here. Completely random selection, so let's just start. So right, first logo is mac.de. Well, I know .de is German, so that's a German website. Mac, and I don't know if that's got anything to do with Apple, Mac, or not. No idea what that website is. Be careful, folks. It could be anything. Right, that's on the Wilson Staff Pro Straight. Date wise, I reckon that's up to about the year 2000 since I've had that one. I don't recognise that as a type of ball I would have had from my normal collecting age range from about 1987 to about 1990, 1991. So probably about the year 2000 for that ball. And as I said in previous things, if I say something like that and you want to be sure, you just have to Google, work out when this type of ball came out. Okay, right. Next, what does that say? Kayahuna Golf Club. That sounds like something on Hawaii. I don't know where that is, but I'm just guessing. That kind of sounds Hawaiian to me. No idea what it is. In fact, I might actually Google that one myself to figure out where that is. Kayahuna Golf Club. Purple logo, and that's on X out, which means there's something wrong with the ball when it was made. Maybe it's slightly wrong compression. It never seems to be wrong size. I've never found a ball that's like too big or anything like that, but there's obviously something they've decided is not quite right about it, so it's an X out. But anyway, date wise, I don't remember when I got that one. I really don't. Pinnacle Gold, I reckon, is from the period between 87 and about 1991, off the top of my head. Right. Next, Robert Arnold 50. So I presume that means 50 years that business has been going. Robert Arnold. And I know I've had another golf ball that said Robert Arnold and Partners. So again, you'll have to Google that. I don't know what Robert Arnold, that company, does. That's on a Top Flight XL. So that definitely dates to between 1987 and 1991, I'll say. Slight bit of red coloration on the bottom of it, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, Robert Arnold and Partners. Right, next. Slumberger or Slumberger. Wasn't there's a Mark Wahlberg film recently about the oil rig explosion off Louisiana, the BP oil rig that blew up, and he mentioned Slumberger, and the way they say it in their Louisiana accent. That was a good film, actually. Use imdb.com, letter I, letter M, letter D, letter B, then .com, IMDb, International Movie Database. That's the best website I know for looking up information for films. So type in Mark Wahlberg and then you'll come up with his list of films. Find the one that's about the BP oil rig explosion. So Schlumberger, I'll say. Possibly something to do with oil rigs. That's on a Dunlop 65i. Oh, what does that say on the bottom? Oh, it's the same, isn't it? Just a bit scuffed. Schlumberger. So again, I've had that since between 87 and 1991, I will say. Next, this is a nice one. Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach, and that's a golf club, I believe, a famous golf club in America. Where exactly, I don't know, to be honest. Is that Florida? I'm not sure. You'll have to look that one up. And that's on a Hogan, #1. Hogan Apex S 90 Plus. This is an old ball. Again, this would be one of the ones I've had from between 87 and 1999, 91 or so, but it could date to before that because that's a very basic golf ball design. could be, you know, mid-80s or earlier. Anyway, that's really good condition considering their age. That's I'd call that perfect quality. Next, Financial Times, Europe's business newspaper. Financial Times is a newspaper in Britain, and unlike most newspapers that look like that colour, white, Financial Times is printed on almost orange looking paper, and not many people buy it, to be honest, because I used to deliver papers when I was a teenager, and I can tell you there's very few people actually buy the paper. Well, in Cambridgeshire anyway. Financial Times, but it is, you know, quality news for financial news. So that's on a Spalding Top Flight XL, very good condition ball. Again, that would be one of the ones from between 87 and 1991, I reckon. Next, Anachem, presumably a chemical company. I don't know anything about that company. Anachem on a Wilson Staff Smart Core spin distance. Very good condition ball. This will be one of the ones that probably dates to about the year 2000. Next, Altamira. No idea what that company does. That's on an Ultra Tour Titanium straight distance ball. Decent quality ball. Logo's in perfect condition. That dates to probably about the year 2000. Next, Marsh. Very nice big lettering on that one. Marsh, I don't know what that company does. That's on a Pinnacle Gold LS. Again, I reckon that's probably from about the year 2000. As I've said on previous videos, some of the balls, you can see there's dirt on them, there's sand on them from people whacking them out of a sand trap. But if you're willing to spend some time, I'm sure you can clean them up more. But that's a very good condition one. So year 2000 or so, I would guess, for that one. Next, Scottish Widows, 1892 to 1992, GC. Well, it normally stands for Golf Club, but is there a Scottish Widows Golf Club? Let's just see what ball that's on. That's on a Titleist PTS 90. So yeah, I would have told you that that was from 87 to about 1991. The fact that that's got 1992 on it proves this was done in at least 1992. Interesting. Didn't think I collected any balls around that time. Maybe I did. Okay. That's a long time ago though, folks. I'm getting old. Right, next. Peters, Elworthy and Moore. And you can see on the little greyish blue little logo there, PE+M. Peters, yeah, that comes off, that's just dirt. Peters, Elworthy and Moore. On a Titleist NXT distance. So again, probably from about the year 2000. Next, Lancaster, Ipswich, and you can see there's the Mercedes logo there, so it's obviously a car dealer. Don't know what that Thistle one is, and what's that logo there. Let me try and zoom in a little bit more on these logos. Oh, there's letters there. What does that say? Ooh, I can't get any closer than that, it's going to lose focus. What does that say? Is that... almost looks like it says SAWPAR, Sawpar. Type the other way round. I could be wrong. Oh god. What would it say if it's that way round? No, because that... oh, I don't know. Anyway. Lancaster Ipswich, don't know what those two other logos are. B51 XD Plus, Slazenger, two-piece. Again, that's one of the ones from 87 to about 1991. Next, Park Lane. I must have a second Park Lane. I'm sure I've already filmed one of these. Park Lane Services. You can just make out written in yellow. That's classic case of logo needing improvement. That's not particularly clear. Yeah, you can see it now zoomed in. Park Lane Services, PLS. Park Lane is in London, I believe, some kind of posh street. Industrial Cleaning Division. Okay, that's on a Spalding XL top flight. The ball looks slightly faded on the top compared to the, yeah, look how yellow that is on the bottom. So that's been in the sun for months and months and months before it was found, this particular ball. Again, this will date from 87 to about 1991, 1992. And that's when I acquired it, so the ball could date to before those dates, if you see what I mean. If you really want to know. Right, that looks like an Indian with this headdress on, the like eagle feather headdress. Nice logo. What is that? Aha. On the bottom it says, I think that's R.R. Donnelly and Sons, the Lakeside Press. Okay, so that's what that is. That's on the Wilson 432 Ultra. Again, 87 to about 1991, 1992 for that one. Next, Cheshunt Building Society. I remember this one. I know exactly where I got this one. That's on an Ultra Wilson 432, so I can be more specific about the age of this one. Pretty much perfect condition golf ball. This would be between 88 and 89, I reckon I've had this one. 1988, 1989 is probably when I found this. Nice, that's a nice one. Right, next. And it's a mixture of, some of these I found, some of them I swapped with mates at school. Because there's some friends at school that used to play golf, and I used to tell them, look, if you give me logo golf balls, I'll give you some of like Titleist Pilates in exchange. So I built up a collection like that, and also some of them I have bought a few from golf shops as well. So various ways I've ended up collecting these. Next, Wimpy. Believe that's Wimpy Homes, not Wimpy the burger chain like Burger King. Wimpy Homes, I believe, would be that black logo like that. Nothing else said on the ball. That's on an Ultra Wilson 432. So again, between 87 and about 1992 for that one. Next, what does that say? Point Contact of Cambridge, I think. Point Contact of Cambridge is what I'm guessing that is. 2 people on the logo there. Don't know what that is. I live in Cambridge. Never heard of that business. I don't know what they do. That's on a yellow Dunlop 65i. Looks to be very good condition. So again, that's probably between 87 and 1991, 1992. As I've said in previous videos, I'm not sure whether I'm going to sell my logo collection. I'm just filming it to show it off to people. Generate some views, some comments. But obviously, anybody, I'm open to offers. Maybe I'll sell it one day. Have to be a decent offer though. Right, Marbella. Presumably that said club. It's been a bit scuffed. Club Golf Resort. Yeah, that's Spain, isn't it? Marbella. Marbella, sorry. I think you're supposed to say Marbella. And that looks like 2 lions there. And that's on a Maxfly. What does that say? Something 3 performance. Not sure what that's supposed to say. Is that A3? Was that an A? I don't know. So I'm guessing this ball's from about the year 2000. Next. What does that say? UQG Limited. Scientific Optics Cambridge. And then that's the phone number. UQG Limited Scientific Optics. There's a hell of a lot of science businesses in the Cambridge area, because got the Cambridge Science Park, which was spun off from Cambridge University. Hell of a lot of businesses in Cambridge work in all kinds of scientific fields, so that's one I've never heard of, so I don't know anything about them. I've never seen them advertised anywhere, never heard any press about them on local news, etc. So anyway, that's on a Titleist 384 PTS90, so that's definitely one of the ones from I've acquired sometime between 87 and 1991, 1992, I'd guess. Next, PGA West. That's Professional Golf Association, I believe, isn't it? And West, that's obviously the West Golf Course. Where is that? Somewhere in America. Couldn't even tell you. That's on a 384 Pinnacle, 90 compression. Ball's in very good condition. So, again, that's another one between 87 and 90, we'll say 1992 from now on. I thought I hadn't collected any in 1992, but obviously I did. UM would be that logo. It wouldn't be that, would it? It wouldn't be WN. I think it's UM. UM on an Ultra Wilson 432. Again, this is probably about 88, 89. I've had that since. Next, Mission Golf Paris. You can just see Paris written really tiny at the top there. Mission Golf Paris, so obviously some kind of golf shop in Paris. This could be one I swapped with someone, or I did find some like this. I was playing golf at a golf club I used to be a member of in Cambridge, and somebody left a few of these on the practice ground. They just couldn't be bothered to pick them up. So I know I got offered these by someone I was friends with at the time. So it could be I swapped this with someone, or I found it. But anyway, Paris Mission Golf on a Hogan 392, pretty much perfect condition. Very nice. You never used to get many of those Hogan balls. They were not big like Titleist or Spalding. So anyway, next, the Marshall Group Jaguar cars. I've explained in previous videos, the Marshall Group are probably the biggest car dealership in Cambridge, and they sell loads of different brands of cars. This looks like a very old golf ball. Titleist. They've got, there you go. So on the top or bottom, you've got Marshall Group Jaguar cars. You've got Jaguar and the logo at the bottom. Somebody seems to have marked it with a bit of yellow. That might come off. Top tip for you folks. I think nail varnish remover takes off a lot of the pen marks that people put on their balls to mark them. But rubbing off where there's actually a logo could be a problem. So I've just left it. Anyway, that's on the Titleist Pro Trage Serlin 100, so that's 100 compression. That's an old type of Titleist ball, so I've had this from between 87 and about 1990, and I would guess the ball dates to before 1987. You'll have to work that out, but that's quite an old one. Next, this ball needs a clean. Sorry about that. KL Giddings Limited, Precision Engineers, and that phone number 0223. The Cambridge area is 01223. So I'm not sure what that area code is. Yeah, that ball needs a clean. That's on a Titleist PTS 90 now. I'm not sure. That could be one of the ones that dates to about the year 2000. Yeah, that one definitely needs to be cleaned. Sorry about that. Right, next. Okay. Alexander Stenhouse. A&A, it says as the logo. Alexander Stenhouse, very good condition logo, very good condition ball. Dunlop 65i. Number 1, yeah, that's perfect ball, actually, perfect. Again, that would date to between 87 and about 1991. That is absolutely perfect condition ball, very nice. Very nice, right. Next, oh, that's a nice logo, isn't it? Looks like an English rose, Tudor rose kind of logo design. Anything else? Aha, there we go. The Rose Golfing Society. I remember this one. So this is a Top Flight XL. By Spalding. Not perfect condition. It's got a little bit of a scuff to it from where it's been hit, but Very nice logos. That would date to, I would guess, about 88, 89. I've had that since. Next, Duracell Ultra. I think everybody knows what that is. Batteries, AA size batteries, etc. That's on a Ultra Tour Titanium. Straight distance. Very good condition ball. That would come off. That's just like sand, I guess. So Duracell Ultra. Now, like most people, I've used many batteries in my life. Duracell are better than a lot of the crap you get, but these days I tend to go for rechargeable batteries by brands like Panasonic Eneloop. Eneloop are really good. They can be recharged like 1,000 times. And Tensai is another really good brand, Japanese brand, Tensai. Anyway, Duracell Ultra. Age-wise, that's probably about year 2000 based on that type of ball. Next, what have we got here? Carolina Shores Golf and Country Club, Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach. I'm sure you've all heard of Myrtle Beach. That's a nice logo, pink and purple, on an Ultra Wilson 432. So again, this dates to about 1988, 1989, maybe 1990-ish. I would guess that I've had that. Very good condition, very nice ball. Okay, next. Thought that said shoplifters for a minute. Shop fitters, ECS and C. That's a Cambridge phone number. 0223 is the old way of doing it. They added a 1, so it's 01223 is the Cambridge area code now. So that, again, that helps you to date stuff. When did the 1 get added to Cambridge phone numbers? So that dates it to before that, and that's on a Titleist 384 PTS 90. So again, my main time when I was collecting golf balls was between about 1987 and 1991, so that's where I would date that to. Yeah, probably, if I had to really guess off the top of my head, I'd say between 88 and 91 I've had that. Next, Oakman. What does that say? Menswear, I believe that was used to say. It's all scuffed off. That would make sense. Would MEN? Yeah, that's menswear. Oakman Menswear. Would have been a nice orange and black logo. And that looks like a duck to me. That's possibly a duck logo. And then I think it says EST established, and then whatever the year was. So that's on a Dunlop DDH, distance 110. So presumably that means 110 compression. Based on the golf ball, I would say that's probably about year 2000. I've had that one since. Next, I don't think this is actually a logo. I may have made a mistake here. Nike golf ball, and then just that. What does that? Does that have a name? Yeah, I don't think that's actually a logo. What is that? What is that supposed to mean or symbolise? Is there a name for this particular type of Nike golf ball? And again, because I don't recognise it, I reckon this is probably about the year 2000 I've had this since. Okay, next. Got a... Is that a Y? No, I'm not sure. Or is that a G? Göteborgis Kex. What on earth is that? Göteborgis Kex. Eh? What was that? Don't know. XL Top Flight. That's quite an old golf ball by Spalding. So that would date to between 87 and about 1991. No idea what that company does. Next, Citibank. I'm just trying to think. That's an American bank, isn't it? I don't think they're in Britain, unless they've possibly got offices in London. But Citibank. Unfortunately, the ball's a bit scuffed up. You might be able to clean up a bit. PTS 90, Titleist PTS 90. So again, that's probably about a year 2000 ball. Next, very nice British Airways. I've flown with them, even though they're blooming expensive compared to a lot of airlines. British Airways, perfect logo on a Dunlop 65i. Ball's in very good condition. Again, this would date 87 to about 1990-91, I would say. British Airways, I've flown with them to America a few times. And of course we've got the COVID crisis going on at the moment, so all airlines are in deep trouble. Right, anyway, very nice. So that would date to 87 to about 1991, that one. Next. AF there. Oh, this is one with lots of logos on it. Optronics. And then you've got a third logo, NKF. So this ball's got 3 logos on it. I don't know if that's all like part of the same, presumably it's part of the same company, but 3 logos for the price of one. Wilson 432 Ultra, so that dates to, you know, 1988 to about 1991, I would say I've had this from, but the fact it's got 3 logos, that's very unusual, very rare to do that, so I'll leave it on Optronics. Yes, I've said the year, haven't I? Next, AKZO, AKZO, that's a paint company, I believe. In Britain, the most common paint used is a company called Dulux, but AKZO, they also make tins of paint for people to paint their houses with. So you've got the AKZO logo on both the top and the bottom of the golf ball in very good condition. Yeah, the one on the bottom is even more. That's perfect on the bottom there. That's on a Penfold Ace number 3. Doesn't say Penfold on the ball, but I know Penfold made the Ace ball. Again, I've had this since 87 to about 1990 or so. Very nice. That's a good one. Ball could be a fair bit older than that. Next, Bic. Not Bic the pens. I don't think that's Bic the pen. That's spelled differently, isn't it? Bic pens, isn't that B-I-C just for pens? Anyway, you'll have to look up what that is. Bic, B-I-C-C. Dunlop 65i. Slightly discoloured ball, I'd say, or slightly dirty. Again, 87 to about 1991, I would say I've had that since. Next. Ooh, where's the logo? Oh, there. Frigoscandia. And then that says, does that say something? Yeah. I think that says AGA. But the main part of it is Frigoscandia. Sounds Scandinavian to me. That's on the Titleist 384 PTS 90, so 87 to about 1991. I've had that since. Don't know anything about that company. Next, Gas Warm Energy Conscious Homes. That's what that says. That's a very nice logo. Is that a slight scuff to the logo? I think it is there, but it's pretty perfect. Ultra Wilson 432. So again, that dates to somewhere like 88 to 1991. I remember acquiring that one. That's nice. Next, Royal Cinque Ports Golf Club. Where's that? Where is that? You'll have to Google that if you want to know. Nice logo. Anything else? It's on a Titleist 384 PTS 90. So again, had that since about 1988 to about 1991. Next, get it in focus. Colworth Golf Club. No idea where that is. Colworth Golf Club. No idea. Top Flight XL by Spalding. Oh, and there's another logo on the top. Aha, so you've got 2 logos in this one. The RAC Country Club 75th Anniversary. RAC is Royal Automobile Club, isn't it? So where's there a country club? RAC Country Club. Again, you'll have to Google that, but that's good. 2 logos for the price of 1. Top Flight XL by Spalding. Again, somewhere between about 1988 and 1991 for that, I would say. Next, Curvers with a K. Curvers, no idea what that company does. XL Top Flight by Spalding. A little bit scuffed up ball, a bit dirty, but that dates to 87 to about 1991, I would say. Next, Hannah Reid and Associates. I remember getting this one. Top Flight Plus by Spalding. Spalding 492. Presumably that means 492 dimples on the ball. So Top Flight Plus. This dates to, again, 88 to about 1991, I would say, for that one. The ball looks, that's either dirty or possibly it's been in the sun. I can't quite tell. But anyway, that's a nice logo. Don't know anything about the business. Next, CG Whitmore and Son Limited Builders. Okay, that's on the Titleist 384 PTS 90. Yellow golf ball, looks to be very good condition. Again, 88 to about 1991. I reckon I've had that since. Next, oh, what's that called? It's like a, almost looks like a helter-skelter at first, but then it looks to be a snake going around a lighthouse or something. 1817. What on earth is that? Let's see if there's anything else on it. Maxfly DDH2. Maxfly DDH2. Nope, that's it. There's no explanation, no name. So I would really appreciate if anybody can tell me what that is. What is that company? Please let me know. And tell me the time into the video. So 31 minutes, 12 seconds, say. That logo is, blah, blah. Alright, let's carry on. Next, Main Gas. I remember getting this one. Top Flight 2 by Spalding. So, ball's a little bit worn. That would date to between 88 and 1991, I would say. Next, oh, I remember this. Handley Estates Limited, HEL. This is one I swapped with somebody at school, and I think they claimed that their father worked for this company. I don't know if that was just some ruse to get me to part with some money. I think I might have bought this one off a mate, or I possibly swapped some Bellatas with him for it. Tour Edition. Again, Tour Edition was a ball professional golfers used to use back in the day. It was either Titleist Bellatas or these Spalding Tour Edition balls. I remember watching on TV and seeing that logo rolling into a hole. It might have been Greg Norman used to use them. Possibly. I could be wrong. You'll have to check if you want to know. So anyway, HEL, Handley Estates Limited. Apparently they build houses, that company. Right, next. Bain Clarkson. Really nice logo. That's a big, clear logo. Very nice. Looks like a ship's sails, doesn't it? No idea what the company does. Done up 65i. Ball is very good condition. That could be cleaned. Yeah, that could be cleaned up a bit more. Bain Clarkson. I don't know. Is that an estate agent maybe? Not sure. Next. Wines from Spain. Well, why not? Been to Spain. Wines from Spain. On the Titleist 384 PTS 90, so that dates to somewhere between 1988 and 1991, I would say. Very good condition ball. What's that? Does that come off? I don't know what that is. That probably needs a bit of a scrape. And the last one in this collection of today is this logo here. What is that? Kind of looks like wheat, doesn't it? Sort of. Maxfly DDH 500. So again, this one dates to somewhere between 88 and about 1991, I would say. Again, anybody know what that is, please let me know. I don't know what that is. That's one of the annoying things about some logos. No explanation as to what the company is, just the logo. So yeah, again, as I've just said, age-wise, I would have had this since sometime between about 1987 and 1991, 1992 at most, I would say, for that. So there you go, that's the 50 I'm going to film for you in this particular video. Please look at the other parts of the video series I'm making, because I've got 500 to go through. I've gone through 50 today, as you can tell. It's going to take at least 10 videos to do all of them, if not more. And it takes me, as you can see, it's taken me 34 minutes to film 50 balls as I go through and talk about them and zoom in on each logo and each ball. Anyway, collection is possibly for sale if I get the right offer. If not, I'm simply going to hold on to them. But I've still got all these to film for you. So please look through my account, click on my username and click on playlist and you'll see my golf ball playlist, and that's how you'll find all the other videos in this series. So have a look through 500 logos. No idea why you're watching. Maybe you're a golfer, you're into golf. Maybe you collect golf balls like me. Maybe you do logo design. I would think these videos would be perfect for anybody that's into marketing and brands and designing logos for businesses. With 500 different designs to look at, it should give you some ideas about how to come up with colour schemes and designs and patterns. Anyway, for now, I'll say thank you for watching. Don't forget, please look at my other videos. Bye bye.